When we want to improve our hi-fi stereo systems, we often think of new speakers or electronics. But there are other things you can try, audiophile tweaks and additions that can take your system to the next level. Today I am going to share those secrets with you. Stick around because the last one might really surprise you. Today we are taking a look at the lesser known aspects. Please leave a like and let's get to it. First up is the DH Labs Reunion Cat8 Ethernet cable. Some say they make no difference to the sound, while others swear by them. The sonic improvement I experienced was in the clarity and focus. It was as if a fine layer of digital haze had been lifted. The instrument seemed a touch more defined in space, and there was a subtle increase in the overall sense of quietness between the notes. This allowed the micro details to become more apparent. It wasn't a night and day difference, but the cumulative effect of using higher quality Ethernet cables across my network setup was noticeable enough to make me a believer that in the right system they can contribute slightly to a more refined sound. Next we have the DH Labs Silversonic HDMI 2.1 cable. This isn't just for audio, it's for high-end video too. It supports really high resolutions, up to 10K, and fast frame rates. The build feels like a regular cable, but for lengths over 3 meters, they've used a combination of optical and traditional wiring to make sure there is no loss of signal. In my system, it resulted in an increase in the sonic purity. The soundstage opened up a bit, and there was a greater sense of instrumental separation. The edges of the notes seemed cleaner, and the overall presentation felt more articulate and less congested. Moving on, we have the DH Labs Mirage USB cable. USB connectors can introduce audible noise or ground loops into the audio signal. This cable actually separates the wires for the audio and power. They are separately shielded, and there are 4 shields in total. The connectors feel high quality, and the cable is rather thick. In terms of the sound, the Mirage USB is very transparent, allowing a lot of detail to come through, especially with high-resolution audio files. It's designed to minimize reflections, which is important for accurate digital sound. However, it mostly just allows for high-quality files to be fully transmitted over the USB connection. Then we have the D750 coaxial digital cable. If you're using a separate digital transport or a streamer connected to a DAC, this is the kind of cable you would use. It's built to maintain the consistent 75 ohm impedance. It uses a super solid, silver-coated copper core and a special type of insulation. The shielding is also designed to really reject noise. This cable can bring improvements like smoother highs, tighter bass, and a fuller mid-range. For a digital connection, this seems like a well-regarded option, especially when it feels like it can last a lifetime. Finally, let's move along to analog interconnects. The Air Matrix Cryo. The original Air Matrix has been known to produce impressive results in any system. Looking at the build, it features multi-strand, silver-coated, continuous crystal copper conductors. What's interesting is their proprietary, ultra-low loss air PTFE dielectric, which is 60% air. This energizes soundstage detail and depth, creating more focus. Furthermore, these cables are cryogenically treated. That is meant to enhance spatial cues, widen the soundstage, and create a more vivid imaging. My second secret isn't about anything flashy or well-known. We are looking at 2 clever boxes from HiFi Audio, the DC Blocker Plus and the LAN iPurifier Pro. Let's start with the DC Blocker Plus. You know that annoying low-level hum or bass? Not from your speakers, but coming directly from the amplifier itself? It happens especially with amps that have large toroidal transformers. That's often caused by the tiny bits of DC voltage contaminating your AC power. It's also known as the DC offset. This little guy is the specific medicine for that problem. You just plug it in between your amp's power socket and your power cord. Inside, it's smartly designed to filter out that nasty DC without messing up the power delivery or safety. It's built tough and feels solid with good connectors. In my experience, it kills that transformer hum dead, or at least it makes it very quiet. And it's not just about getting rid of the noise. My system actually sounds better, maybe a bit cleaner and more open. It just lets your amp breathe and do its job properly. But what about the noise coming from your internet connection? Enter the HiFi LAN iPurifier Pro. This thing is pretty high-tech under the hood. Its main trick is the optical galvanic isolation. Basically, it takes the network signal, turns it into light, shoots it across a tiny gap, and turns it back into an electrical signal on the other side. That physical gap stops the noise from traveling down the cable into your sensitive audio gear. Build-wise, it's a solid metal box with chamfered edges that feels premium, and even has status lights on the front. You just plug it in line before your network streamer or media player. It needs power via a USB-C connection, which also means you could upgrade its power supply from the included one. What does it do for the sound? Background gets quieter, allowing more details through. The sound gets more natural, with less digital glare. It's more relaxing and just more engaging. Even regular streaming, like Spotify, can apparently benefit if your system is revealing enough. But please, use it with lossless files. It basically aims to deliver the cleanest possible data stream to your player. Let me know if you have battled hum or network noise in the comments. And stick around, because the third tweak is coming right up. What about the overall quality of the AC power feeding your entire system? This brings us to our third and perhaps most intriguing secret tweak: parallel AC power conditioning, the SnubWay noise defender and the mainstream masterclass. Now, when most people think of power conditioners, they often picture big boxes that everything plugs into, and they filter the power in series. But there is another approach called parallel conditioning. Instead of putting a filter directly in the path of the electricity going to your gear, these devices plug into a spare outlet on the same circuit. Let's start with the SnubWay noise defender. It uses something called a snubber circuit. In very simple terms, snubbers are designed to suppress voltage spikes and high-frequency noise that can ride along your AC power lines. This electrical hash can get into your sensitive audio components and subtly degrade the sound, making it sound less clear and maybe a bit grainy or edgy. SnubWay is designed to plug into an outlet near your system and essentially absorb or dissipate that high-frequency noise, cleaning up the power in parallel. It's housed in a solid metal enclosure, giving it a surprising heft and a really sturdy, premium feel. Then you have the mainstream masterclass dynamic. While it also plugs into a spare outlet, it employs a broader range of filtering techniques, still working in parallel to clean up the AC waveform and reduce the noise across a wider spectrum. It's designed to handle the changing power demands of your audio system without limiting the current. It's built just like the SnubWay, again, reassuringly heavy, suggesting quality components inside. It shares the same quality aesthetic with those distinctive, transparent plugs. The idea is to lower the overall noise floor on the AC line, allowing your components to perform better, drawing cleaner power without restricting their dynamics. What do these parallel conditioners do for the sound? When you reduce the electrical noise feeding your gear, you can hear improvements like a blacker background, meaning silences are more silent. This allows fine details, subtle ambient cues, and microdynamics in the music to emerge more clearly. You might perceive better instrument separation, a more defined soundstage, and a smoother, less electronic sound overall. Because they work in parallel, they can do this without squashing the dynamic peaks or altering the tonal balance. It's a less common approach, but one that can offer significant sonic benefits without the downsides of series filters. especially regarding high current delivery.